Hello student, this is Archana Sonpasare. Welcomes you all in the lecture of business legislation. Today we are going to start with types of companies. Okay, so there are 5 various grounds on which these companies are going to be divided in the Companies Act 1956. Okay, so let's see what are that various grounds. The first ground is on the basis of incorporation. The second ground is on the basis of liability. Third, on the basis of number of person. Fourth, on the basis of control. And last, fifth, on the basis of ownership. Okay, today we are going to see the first basis, that is on the basis of incorporation. There is the 3 types of companies. First one is the chartered company, second is the statutory company, and third is the registered company. Okay, let's see in the details what these all companies means and what are the various definitions. Okay, so on the basis of classification of companies mode of incorporation, it is going to be further divided into 3 classes. First class is the chartered companies. Okay, so these are the incorporated under the special chartered by monarch, means before independence. Okay, this type of a company is going to be started by the queen or the king of that specific country. Okay, so let's take an example, that is the East India Company and the Bank of England are the examples of chartered in England. Means what? The king or queen of the England, they are signed on a specific document called as the chartered, through which the specific rights given to the person to start these chartered companies. So East India Company and the Bank of England, these are the example of these chartered companies. The powers and nature of a business of a chartered company are defined by the charter which incorporates it. So, through which charter that chartered company is incorporated, in that only all the rights, powers are enclosed by the king and queen of the specific country. A chartered company has a wide powers. It can deal with the property and bind itself to any contract that any ordinary person can. In case of a company deviates from its business as prescribed by the charter, the sovereign can annul the latter and close the company. Such company do not exist in India. Okay, so here is the need to start a chartered company or to form the chartered company. There is the documentation like a charter must be signed and approved by the king and queen of the country. So these type of companies are not available in the India. Okay, then second type of a company, that is the statutory company. So through the name of this company we got what it means. Statutory company means what? The company which is incorporated and formed by the statute. Okay, so these companies are incorporated by special act passed by central or state legislature. So for incorporation or for forming this company, the special kind of act must be passed by the central or state legislature, and afterwards that statutory company is going to be formed. We are going to take some of the examples of the statutory company. The first is the Reserve Bank of India, State Bank of India, Industrial Finance Corporation, Unit Trust of India, State Trading Corporation and Life Insurance Corporations. These are some of the example of statutory company. Okay, so for formation of these all company, there is a special act passed by the central and state legislature. Such companies do not have a memorandum or articles of association. So there is no need to create the memorandum of association and articles of association. There is only need to pass a special act for the incorporation of these statutory companies. They derive their powers from the act, constituting them and enjoy certain powers that companies incorporated under the Companies Act have. Okay, so what are the various powers given by this special act that is going to be constituted the statutory companies? These companies are generally formed to meet a social needs and not for the purpose of earning profit. Okay, so we all know every company there is a common purpose behind formation of that specific corporate to earn the profit, but statutory companies are not going to be formed to get the purpose of earning profit. Here is the purpose behind forming a statutory company: to meet the social needs. What are the need of the society that is going to be fulfilled by these all companies, by starting these all companies. Okay. Now third part, that is the registered or incorporated companies. Okay. So these are formed under the Companies Act 1956, under the Companies Act passed earlier to this. Okay. So in our earlier lecture, we also seen the definition of the company, that company which is registered under the Companies Act 1956 or any previous act is known as the company. Okay, so any incorporate or corporate is going to be registered under the Companies Act 1956, that all companies are known as the registered companies. Such companies come into existence only when they are registered under the Act and the certificate of incorporation has issued by the registrar of the companies. Okay, so there is a need to register these type of companies. If they are registered under the Companies Act 1956 or any prior act at that time that got the existence legally. This is the most popular mode of incorporating a company. So this is the one of the most popular mode of formation of the company, that is the registered company. Okay, so for today's lecture, this is all about the first type of on the first basis, that is the incorporation of the company. Three types of companies we had seen. I hope this is clear for all of you. And now we are going to stop here our today's lecture. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.